Furby.
Furby loves your lavender.
Tickle me.
Furby, the
First you need a pet, pet me. To say her
name.
Me, Noodle.
Play games.
Peek-tab.
I'm loved.
Oh, achoo. Your Furby sneezed. Achoo. And gave mine a cold.
Furby.
Diana had always wanted a Furby. It was a toy. A robotic stuffed animal that looked like a gerbil mixed with an owl, and it acted like a pet. Her allergies prevented her from having a cat or a dog, and a goldfish just didn't present the same kind of interactivity she felt a pet should have. Her brother James was always mocking her toys, specifically her dolls and stuffed animals, saying she really needed to grow up. He was a few years older than her, and would soon be starting middle school. Her parents, though, were sympathetic, and agreed to get her a Furby as a present, which they obtained from a garage sale and gifted to her after school one day. She loved the Furby as much as she would have loved a dog or a cat. She learned its phrases and what each sound meant. A certain sound meant it was hungry, and so she'd push the button on its tongue to feed it. Another sound indicated Furby was tired, and so Diana would cover its eyes so it would sleep. She took the caring of the Furby seriously, and her parents admired this quality. Her brother, however, did not.
Playing with dolls again, Dee? Don't you ever want to be a big girl who doesn't play with dolls, Pipsqueak?
Diana pretended her brother's words didn't affect her. "It's not a doll," she said flatly. "It's like a pet. You feed it and take care of it."
It's a doll,
James said mockingly.
You can call it whatever you want, Pipsqueak. It's a doll.
Their parents, upon hearing the commotion, called from the other room for James to leave his sister alone. He relented, made a face at her, and then slinked away. That night, the Furby did something that Diana was not expecting. It spoke to her. But not like it usually did, with nonsensical sounds. It spoke in English, in a deep, echoing voice.
Your brother is mean.
Diana looked at Furby. Yes, he is.
You shouldn't let him treat you that way.
She thought for a moment. No, I shouldn't. Shaking off the somewhat strangeness of the situation, Diana slept. The next morning, the Furby was back to its usual nonsensical phrases for hungry, sleepy, happy, and whatever else it wanted to convey. Diana spoke to it in an attempt to trigger whatever caused it to talk to her the previous night. Hello? But it said nothing.
Oh, geez, you talking to that thing now, Pipsqueak? So you're not just playing with dolls, they're your friends now?
No, Diana objected. It talked to me. It can talk.
Yeah, okay, get a life for real, Di.
Her brother laughed at her and he sat down on the couch. Diana felt anger rising up within her as she grabbed Furby and left the room. That night, Furby spoke to her again.
You shouldn't let him treat you like that.
I know, she said. But what can I do?
Turn off his power button,
said Furby.
I have a power button. If you hit it, I turn off. You should turn off your brother's power button.
Oh, of course, Diana said, although she was still confused. She eventually fell asleep. The next day, Diana was unable to locate her Furby. She searched her room in a panic, looking at every area it could possibly be. she was unable to locate it. Her brother appeared in the doorway.
What's the matter, Pipsqueak? Trouble finding your doll?
Diana screamed at him. If you took him, you give him back now. Her brother laughed and backed up into the hallway. Diana ran up to him and pushed him. He tumbled and fell backwards down the stairs, breaking his neck. A few moments later, her parents ran inside from the patio to discover the body. Diana told them that he had slipped and fell. She had seen the whole thing and tried to help, but it was too late. Furby had told her to say that. He came back to her shortly after James had fallen down the stairs. He said he disappeared to help her find James's power button, but she found it on her own. A month or two later, Diana was sent to bed by her parents. She lay there trying to fall asleep when she heard the familiar voice of her Furby friend, who she had named Pipsqueak.
Diana,
Yes, Pip?
it isn't right for your parents to tell you what to do like that.
I know, Diana agreed, sitting up in bed.
Do you think they have power buttons too?
What's that? Me up. It's my Furby. Furby loves you, lavender. Tickle me. Furby, the first gigapet you pet. Pet me. Teach to say her name. Me, Lulu. Play games. Peek-a-boo. And love you back. Oh, achoo. Your Furby sneezed. Achoo. And gave mine a cold. Furby loves you, lavender. Me love you. Furby, the gigapet you really